5'10", 245 pounds of just muscle. Probably a lot of roids too, but he was huge, man. The guy for a time was an Army Ranger, and after the Army Rangers, he got in WCW and WWF. Man, the guy was powerful, tag team champion. He was often the villain, but famous, making lots of money, doing lots of drugs, drinking, just this huge meathead of a guy. I remember seeing how muscular he was. I'm like, wow. When he was driving in his truck one day, he saw a car pulled over, and he overheard some yelling, and so he pulled off to the side of the road, and he saw two men beating up on a woman. And he went out to rescue. He had a new purpose in that moment. And he opened the door and he grabbed one guy and threw him on the ground. The other guy pulled out a gun and bang, bang! He got shot, but he didn't even feel it. The adrenaline was so strong. He grabbed the other guy, put a beating on him. And by the time the police arrived, they realized he had been shot in the neck and shot in the shoulder. He would make a good recovery, but he'd get hooked on those pain pills. And when he got out of the hospital, he was still on those pain pills. And when his pain pills ran out, he started self-medicating. And when he started self-medicating, he started losing everything. Lost his contract, lost his career, lost his house, ended up on the streets, homeless. The years go by, and he would find sobriety, he'd find a wife, and she'd love him through it, and he'd get a little bit back on his feet. And I saw him giving an interview. I didn't even recognize him. I had to look at the name 3 times. Perry Saturn, the Rings of Saturn. He had one of those Mike Tyson face tattoos. Done poorly, no offense. His Mike Tyson looks like a supervillain. His and all the wrinkles on his face, and then his body was so frail, you wouldn't even recognize him. This big, strong guy that was power bombing, body slamming everybody, is now a shadow of himself. And he was going for a surgery for his hip, and he was so afraid. And they were interviewing, and he said, it took me my whole life, and I had to lose everything. But now I finally realize life is not about yourself. Life is about others. It's about helping others. It's about serving others. I'm finally ready to lose everything so that I can learn that lesson. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's the years. Maybe it's what I've been through. I'm just sad I had to learn this lesson so late in life. And as he was trembling at the possibility of the surgery, the doctor came in, a surgeon, a godly man, and he said, "Are you doing okay?" He goes, "No, I'm having a hard time. I'm afraid for my life. What if I don't wake up?" And he said, "Can I pray for you?" Perry said, "Yeah, I'd like that very much." And the surgeon prayed a beautiful prayer over him, and I thought to myself, man, what a contrast. This man had to lose so much. Yeah. You're going to lose in life. Let's lose the vices. Yep. You're going to lose in life. Let's lose the bad things. But let's prepare ourselves today to lose. Well, can I invite the worship team to come? I'm going to invite our brother Jeff.